Welcome back for another exciting episode of Destination Recreation. I'm your host, Greg Morris, Recreation Supervisor for the City of Novi. On today's episode, we're going to show you 3 interesting and exciting programs going on in our area. We're going to start today's show by taking a trip out to the area's best summer camp, Camp Lakeshore. Second, we will learn about Kids Around the World, a program that takes older playground equipment and makes it brand new again. And finally, we will go behind the scenes of one of the largest adult programs in the state, the City of Novi's Adult Softball Program. By the time we are done with today's episode, we hope you will be energized to go out and take part in one of the many programs we offer. Enjoy the show, and I will see you when you complete your journey to Destination Recreation.
There is a place in the north of Novi that resembles a summertime escape to the north of Michigan. A small community offering a swim in the cooling waters of Lake Huron and the beauty of wandering trails in Manistee National Forest. The echo of backyard games at the cottage can be heard just over every hill. In Novi, a summer day along these distant shores is closer than you think. It is here that every year the city hosts a camp for children to share the experience of Michigan in summer together. The place is Lakeshore Park, on the banks of Walled Lake, and the camp is Camp Lakeshore.
Camp Lakeshore is a day camp, runs Monday through Friday. 7 a.m. till 6 p.m.
So we do a ton of activities. We're at the playground, we're at the field. We utilize all of the areas in the park. We go on the trails at the back, and we go to the lake every day that we're not on a field trip. Try to utilize as much as we have. It's a great park.
At Lakeshore, this is my first year. I really love Camp Lakeshore. I mean, it's fun. It's a great atmosphere being outside. I went here, I grew up in Novi. I went to this camp when I was going into 5th grade, and I remember everything about it. I remember coming in, going to the lake, getting to know the counselors, doing crafts.
So this week's theme is Myths and Legends, and so our craft for today was how to make your dragon. So they each got a piece of clay that they were able to design however they wanted. A lot of them made dragons, a lot of them didn't. But it was open for them to create what they wanted.
What is it?
It's a baby dragon.
Aww, it's so cute. Let me see its tail. Oh, that's so cool.
Our most popular activities are definitely Capture the Flag, Star Wars Dodgeball, and what we just played today, which is Infiltration.
What?
They get to run around, they get to get wet. It's fun for us counselors because we get to spray them with water guns. The lake's a ton of fun. We go there for about an hour and a half a day, hour to an hour and a half. And days like today, we definitely love the lake because it's so hot and muggy. And they love it, and we can just have fun. We're not doing any organized activity. We're just out there having fun in the water. Check the Novi website or call Parks and Rec at the City of Novi and speak to Greg Morris. And Greg is our main boss of all of Camp Lakeshore, Lakeshore Park, and he can let them know. Usually signing up, you can sign up the Friday before the next week starts. I know it's called Camp Lakeshore because this is the program, Camp Lakeshore. This is known as Lakeshore Park, and it's a place for anybody in the public to come, both residents of Novi and non-residents of Novi. You have a family picnic, you can go out to the lake, and if you have little kids, we have great playgrounds you can take them to. We have a hidden treasure playground way back on the other side of the park, especially made for the younger, like 2 or 4 year olds. Make a day of it.
It's a lot of fun to get outside and know that you're helping kids to be active and to stay healthy through the summer.
Really, being a summer camp counselor is one of the greatest jobs because it's a time to be a kid again.
There was a playground that was going to Africa. The villagers knew that it was coming on a certain day. And so they came and they waited, and they were there at 6:30 in the morning. And it didn't show up till almost 7 o'clock that night. I learned about a group called Kids Around the World. Basically, they'll take old playgrounds, remove them, refurbish them, and then they ship them over to developing countries. They're putting in playgrounds in Haiti and in Nepal and in Africa and Central and South America to kids that really don't have something like that. And it's just one of those things that I think we take for granted, that we have them at schools and we have them in parks. So being able to be part of something like that kind of is a little bit of a reality check and gives us an opportunity to do something for kids, even though we may not ever meet them. We know that we've hopefully had a role in their development and their happiness and their growing up.
And the nicest thing about it is, like, we donated our structures here, and we will be updated when they actually find a home. And hopefully by then we'll be able to publicize a little bit more on where they're going, where they're going to be at. It could be anywhere around the world. A lot of companies put in bids, of course, and this one really stood out because of the nature theme. And also Rotary Park is going to get a new structure as well there. They both came in with really nice structures, and I liked it because I was able to choose the color of the slide, to what type of stepping logs, to what color wood. It's just been a great project to see the conceptual drawings. It's nice. You get to see it now and kids playing on it, and what you see in your head, what kids are going to like, comes to life when kids are actually playing, so it's kind of cool to see. The favorite feature I like is the tree stump. If you really look at it and you feel it, it matches all the trees currently in Lakeshore itself. These people actually work on these trees and they spray paint them, they color them. It's an art. And to match our current existing tree to what is on our playground, it's just, I couldn't have asked for a nicer tone, nice color match. If you do get a chance to come out to Lakeshore, look at the tree itself. It's a nice little climbing tree. As for Rotary, I like the color. It's blue and yellow and green. It's very colorful, and when you look at it, it's a lot of climbing apparatuses, which is totally different from Lakeshore. Lakeshore is more of stepping stone, aesthetic look, where if you go out to Rotary, it's a lot of climbing, like you're literally climbing on wires and gets you through a whole entire, it's a total different type of structure, but both of them are very unique, and I wanted to make sure that those two structures were different in style.
We're really excited about both projects, both the project here at Lakeshore Park and the project at Rotary Park. The city was in need, as I mentioned, of some updated playground equipment, some playscapes that had elements for younger children, 2 to 5 year olds, as well as having them be ADA accessible.
I have two kids, and to be honest, in my profession itself, Parks and Recreation, probably why I got into it, is they are my test kids. It's like, would you like this playground? Would you like that playground? Or would you like that program? And these playgrounds here, it's kind of unique now. We have a 2 to 5 structure and a 5 to 12 structure. Where in the city of Novi currently right now, we have a 5 to 12 that's all connected. And in order to really truly get a 2 to 5 structure, and my kids, I have a 5-year-old and I have an 8-year-old. So to take them to a playground, you really need to figure out, will my 5-year-old last on a 5 to 12 because it's a little higher, it's a little, so now when you have 2 structures like this, it's really nice to see that they both can play, and as a parent, I can see a sight vision where I can sit and I can see them both playing on 2 structures that are age appropriate. I really like that as in for safety and as a father himself. It's nice to have that type of structure.
We're really proud of our park system here in Novi. We have over 1,000 acres of parks. Our park system is very diverse as well. We have over 10 miles of trails for mountain bikers and single track. You know, other parks such as First Park are more of a garden landscape type feel for passive recreation and gathering places. You know, we're really excited and we're really proud of our park system here in Novi. And it's growing. The new Pavilion Shore Park will give citizens access to Walled Lake, and they'll be able to connect emotionally and physically with the water and, you know, all of the emotions that brings. And we serve the children too. So these new play structures, they're going to serve all of our residents. They're not directly tied to a school or something like that, so that they are, you know, accessible on a regular basis, year-round, all day. And so it's part of a greater system and a very important part.
I think Novi cares about what we do with our older equipment and stuff like that. We're not just throwing it to a landfill. We're actually giving it to someone that actually is going to need it. And in turn, ourselves, we get a newer structure put in, and it feels like we haven't lost out on anything really, because someone's going to utilize our old, and then the city of Novi residents will get our new.
I've been in contact with the playground coordinator at Kids Around the World. He said that once they're refurbished, then they can start working with some potential sites. And so as soon as we know where they're going to go, then we'll update citizens on our Facebook page or on the city website and let people know where they end up. And hopefully we'll be able to get some good footage of them being built and get to see the whole process.
And get 12 guys together and be competitive. This league is run by the city of Novi. I think it runs 5 days a week. They have both men's leagues and the co-ed leagues. And they play all the way up until 10 o'clock at night. Today we're playing co-ed softball, so men and women on the same field.
It's very well organized. The fields are great. The staff is amazing. They're always available to answer questions. And I mean, the pricing for the league is really good as well.
I think we're in the second inning. We're down by 14. Sounds about right. Yeah. So it's going
we're on the board
well.
though.
Yeah, we scored once. We feel better. It's a better start than last season. Yeah. We're doing okay.
This is the Ellie Mae Power Park, and we have I think 4 main diamonds here and a couple diamonds off in the back and a playground. And actually for this area, the softball diamonds that I've played on here, these 4 here, are some of the best actually in the state.
The fields are beautiful. They're kept up very well, and we're really pleased. There's not a whole lot of rocks on the field. They rake them really nice. So yeah, we really like them.
So obviously the main difference is how the pitch is thrown. So in baseball, it's an overhand hard ball, and in softball it's underhand, has some loft to it, and it's a little bit bigger and a little bit softer. Other than that, they're pretty much the same type of rules.
I've actually played my whole life. Started off when I was younger with t-ball and just kind of played where I grew up in Garden City. I played in high school. It's
a sport everybody can get into, so I think probably everybody is coming to the park at one point or another and sees what's going on here and probably decides it looks like fun.
We won the first game, and this game we're getting beat. Oh man.
Well, if you're thinking about doing it and you weren't sure, obviously you could come to the park and watch. You'd need to get a hold of about 10 friends. You'll always need subs, so you might want to get up to 12 or 13 people. And then you just sign up. You can sign up through the website or I think directly if you call in. And they'll let you know with the schedule what days and times you're playing.
Just enjoy being outside in the physical activity.
It helps fulfill that competitive sport, the competitive need that all us guys still have.
We hope you enjoyed this month's episode of Destination Recreation. For past episodes, visit the City of Novi's YouTube page. Coming up in August, we will check out the 55 and over softball program, take a visit to the Mayberry Riding Stables camp, cool off with the Learn to Skate program at the Novi Ice Arena, and hit center field with youth baseball. Then we will wrap things up with a look at the sizzling summer art series. For more information on these programs and projects, visit cityofnovi.org or call 248-347-0400. For Destination Recreation, I am Greg Morris. We will see you next time.